Okay, everyone, just sit back. Allow the chair to support your back and body, inviting you to meet the divine in the depths of your being, creating space for the unseen to speak through your heart, breathe, and your mind. Faith is not a blind belief, but a trust even when the path is unclear. It is not static. It remains rooted in love and truth. So if you want to lower or close your eyes, you can now breathe in peace and breathe out doubt. With each breath inhale, imagine drawing in calmness. With each exhale, release fear or uncertainty. Now visualize a light in your heart, the presence of the divine. Breathe again slowly, and with each inhale, name one thing you're grateful for. Visualize a calm light leading you forward one step at a time. Breathe in new energy and exhaling all that no longer serves you. Continue to breathe in and out. Again, breathe in and breathe out. And one more time, breathe in and breathe out. And now you can open your eyes and stretch, and knowing that all is well. Namaste. And knowing that all is well. Namaste.
There is only one of us. In your eyes, it's me I see. There is only one of us. Are my reflection. There is only one. There is only one of us. In your eyes, it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. Yes. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart always. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are my family. You are the face of God. And if it is comfortable for you, please lower or close your eyes and allow my words to be yours. There is only one. One power, one presence, one infinite intelligence, and I call it God. And God is love, peace, this very moment. God is the energy and light that runs through me. And as I know it runs through me, I know it runs through each and every person within the sound of my voice and beyond. And this power and this light is shared between us here today. And I see us sharing this light with every person we meet today. Feeling so much joy and love for this moment and this day, such a good and grand day. And I know that the message that is given today by Reverend Cheryl and Reverend Sandy is just what we need to hear. I know the music is perfect. I know that all of the people on Facebook and YouTube feel the energy that is in this sanctuary right here and right now as well. It is a good and great day, and I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for this center. I'm grateful for this teaching. I'm grateful for every volunteer that makes every service happen seamlessly. So grateful for Kaden, Gary, grateful for Patty and Dave, grateful for Yvonne and Julius that really help us uplift this service every week. I'm grateful for this teaching, and I'm grateful to the law that always says yes. And I release knowing it is done, and so it is.
So it is, Amy. So beautiful, honey. Thank you, and we're so grateful for you. Can't even tell you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And Kathy, how beautiful for that centering, Kathy. Thank you so much. How is everybody? Do you feel like singing? Yes. All right. 'Cause I got a good one for you. Are you ready, huh? No.
If it is comfortable for you, please say with me, God bless America and the rest of the world. And turn to a neighbor and say good morning and welcome. Happening on me right now. Yeah, something wonderful happening to me right now. Yeah, something I first time? And where's the bus? Where's the bus? What's going on? They're here. They're going to punch you out, so just accept the gift. It's not our first time, though. It's okay.
It is her first time.
I know. This is a secret between she and I. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Reverend Stacy is, probably online. Hello, Reverend Stacy. She's wasn't feeling well this morning, so I'm knowing that you each hold her in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you so much for being here. Like I always say that this is a safe place and you're always welcomed here. Thank you. No matter where you are on your spiritual path. So, see you later.
Thank you, Rev. See you in just a few minutes.
Yes.
Love to you, Reverend Stacy, thinking about you. Kaden, could I bug you for just a touch more of me? That's a singer thing. Just a touch more. Thank you so much. That way I don't have to push as hard. Thank you so much. This is a great song by Tom Petty. Won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up in the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I stand my ground. Keep this world from dragging me down, 'cause I won't back down, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. I know what's right. I've got just one life in a world that just keeps on pushing me around and won't back down, and I stand my ground. And I won't back down, and I stand my ground. I definitely won't back down. I won't back down. No, I won't back down.
Good morning, LVCSL.
Good morning.
Really nice to see all of you here today. Our theme this month is divine doubt. Why is it that we have doubt anyway? Is it because we're afraid that something we want to do is too scary? Do we think it might be unsafe? Maybe it's just not the time to try it, or it's too much to handle by ourselves. But what if there was someone to talk it over with? What if there was someone to explore the possibility with? Would that make a difference? This week our topic is carrying our doubt together. So what if the outward appearance of a certain situation is so daunting that it gives us a sort of doubt blindness? Our doubt is so strong that it freezes us right in our tracks. Well, if I know anything at all about science of mind, I know that there are some spiritual tools that I have that I can use. And the two probably ones that are the easiest and the most important are spiritual mind treatment and meditation. So of course, spiritual mind treatment is recognizing that there's a higher power and knowing that I can use it. I know that I put into mind what it is that I want, and I know that it's possible. Then I release my word with thanks to that higher power, knowing that it's a way of speaking to spirit and that it's going to work out. Meditation is asking for inspiration from spirit and listening. I might say as I sit down to meditate, what is it that I need to know about the youth performing arts workshop that we're going to be holding in July? And then I sit and I listen. And it might not be exactly that day, it may be the next day. I come up with the idea, oh yeah, that would be the thing that I'm going to do. Ernest Holmes says, wait for the idea. It may not come at first, but you must be patient, never doubting, waiting in faith. It will come. Sometimes doubt can be so strong that it helps us to lighten the load by sharing it with others. We're very lucky at this center. We have many ministers. We have many practitioners that all are really, really willing to help with anything that we might be doubting about. Because when you get together and you shine your light on something, it doesn't seem as daunting as it was before. An excellent example of this idea of sharing the load came last week when we were sitting down and we were talking about the ALTER program, which is a program for people who have cognitive disadvantages. And when we got together and we were talking about this fact, we thought, sometimes if you have a friend or family member that's having problems with memory, maybe it's dementia, maybe it's Alzheimer's, but they're having some problems and you can tell that there's some problems, you might not know where to turn to. And so that's why the program that we're going to be planning helps you come up with some resources. And sometimes maybe you're fearful, you're doubtful, you just don't know where to turn. The doubt disappears when you can shed some light on it, when you realize other people are going through some of the same things that I'm going through. So, again from Ernest Holmes, never let anything cause you to doubt your ability to demonstrate the truth. Where do your doubts come from? What doubts or fears are yours versus the ones that are just on the outside? And You're just afraid because other people are afraid of something. When you have those doubts, do you challenge them? If you come across doubts this week, think, what is mine to do? Here are 2 routines to notice when you're having a doubt about something. Sometimes you hear something and you think, oh no, that couldn't possibly be right. You disagree with it. But why? Why do you disagree with it? And when you really stop to examine, sometimes there isn't really something that you disagree with, but follow the emotion and the feeling and arrive at what is actually the problem. Now, I come from a family of people who are always right about something. And their way of doing something is always the right way. Any of you know anybody like that?
Not at all.
Well, I've just decided that there really isn't a right way, and there isn't really a wrong way to do certain things. There's just a different way. And so I've come up with this idea that I don't really have to fight about everything. I really don't have to be right. I don't really have to voice my opinion. When you notice an irritation, this is the second thing. Or maybe it's just something that's uncomfortable. Try meditating on it for a minute. Say to yourself, why did that come up for me? If something irritates me, it often comes back to me that the reason it irritates me is because I'm seeing the same thing in that other person that I'm seeing in myself. And so I found something to me that is absolutely the most valuable phrase I ever heard, and I heard it from a Science of Mind minister. One of the very first churches that I ever went to, the minister said, I'd rather be healed than right. And it just helped me see that sometimes, I really do not agree with something somebody's saying, but I can sit with it. I can sit with it. I'd rather be healed than right. I can think of a lot of other examples where carrying your doubt together is a good thing. Think of a person that has an addiction. And they may be doubting whether they can ever overcome that addiction. But then they decide, well, I'm going to find out from some other people if there's anything they've tried that works. So then they get brave enough to go to an AA meeting or an OA meeting or whatever they're addicted to. And when they actually go to the meeting, they're shining their doubt along with other people, but they're also realizing they're not alone. And they don't really have to embarrass themselves by sharing all these problems they're having with their friends, but they can go to a place where other people who've been through the same thing are helping them share the load together. I'm thinking of the creative arts workshop that we're working on. There are a lot of doubts that go through my mind. But I also know that unless we actually do a workshop, we're never really, and advertise it, we never really know if we're going to have people that are coming or not. And so there are a lot of people that are putting their time and effort into helping with this program. And as a result of that, we're shining light. And I know that it's going to be an incredible event. It's happening in July, the 15th through the 25th. It's Monday through Thursday. There are flyers out on the table. And also on our website, there's a flyer about it where you can get information. You just click on it, you get the information, you think, I'd like to do that, and then we'll follow up with all that you need to do the workshop. So when you do have doubts, stop for a minute and examine where your doubt comes from. And speaking of doubts, a couple was going to get married, but But unfortunately, they died in a car crash. So they made it up to heaven, and they're standing in front of St. Peter. And they ask him, St. Peter, is there a way we could get married in heaven, because we didn't get to do it while we were on earth? He said, oh, you had to ask me that. I can't think of any couple that's gotten married in heaven before, but I'll check on it for you. So he went through the gates, went to heaven. It was taking him a long time to find somebody that he could ask this question to. Meanwhile, the couple is sitting there thinking, is this really such a good idea that we're getting married? Well, what if it doesn't work out? Could we get a divorce? What's going to happen? Well, it was taking a long time. It was a couple of months before St. Peter ever got back, and he looked really bedraggled. And he said to them, I had a hard time finding a priest, but I did find one. And yes, you can get married. And he said, well, we have a question for you, and here's our question. What if it doesn't work out? Can we get a divorce? And St. Peter slams his notebook down on the podium, and he says, do you have any idea? I just told you it took such a long time trying to find somebody who'd do the wedding. Can you imagine what a hard time I'm going to have trying to find a lawyer? So when you do find yourself doubting something, go deep into your soul. Remember that sometimes it does help to carry our doubt together. Namaste.
Thank you again, Reverend Sandy. I knew you were going to do a joke. I don't have one, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. All right. There they are. Yeah. Good morning. I'm going to say good morning, everybody, just to make sure you're all awake. Good morning, and I expect you to say it back. Good morning. Woo, thank goodness. I heard a little laughter after Reverend Sandy's little joke, but not a lot of, just making sure you're still there. Yeah. All right, let's just tell the truth, okay? We're going to tell the truth this morning. Well, I like to think I tell it every morning, but every Sunday morning at least, right? But doubt, I believe doubt gets a bad reputation. Don't you? Because somewhere along the line, many of us were taught that if we doubted or questioned or struggled or wrestled with uncertainty, then somehow we were failing. Maybe failing spiritually, in my opinion. And as if enlightened people that we all are, no one's laughing, that's good. Wake up every morning glowing with certainty, while the rest of us just go to Google and say, okay, what am I doing here? What is life about? What am I supposed to do today? Do we Google that? Or do we ask ChatGPT or whoever your AI companion is? Whatever you name them. But I want to suggest today that we do something different. Different, right? Maybe doubt, as Reverend Sandy pointed out, is not the enemy of faith. Imagine that, right? Maybe doubt is part of the spiritual journey itself, which I talked about in the first Sunday when I talked about divine doubt, and maybe we were just never meant to carry it at all. Certainly not alone. I love your faces. It's like, okay, well, maybe. The top title today, as Reverend Sandy pointed out, is carrying our doubt together and just finding faith in community is the tagline. Now, when we talk about doubt, most of us, I think we think of it as personal, right? My fears, my questions, my uncertainty. But Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind and the author of our Science of Mind textbook, talked about something called, in the book it says race suggestion, but we actually call it race or collective consciousness, meaning the human race, right? In other words, some of us, what we carry isn't just ours alone. It isn't. Anybody ever notice that fear spreads fast? Anxiety spreads fast. Negativity spreads fast. One person panics and everybody starts panicking. That's why we have to hook all the chairs together. You know, one person starts downing their value. Pretty soon an entire culture is questioning whether they're enough. That's collective consciousness at work. But here's the good news. There is good news, I promise. If fear can spread collectively, faith can too, hope can too, healing and courage can do the same. That's why community matters. That's why we all matter. It's only one of us, remember? Isolation is not good. Isolation magnifies doubt, but community helps transform it. A lot of you know my niece Alana was, I sent her away for a few months. She's 25 now, so I can't do anything with her anymore. But she had a lot of doubt. She didn't believe that she was beautiful. She didn't believe that she was smart. And then one day she made a different choice. She made a different decision and started getting the grades she knew she should have and just started taking better care of herself. And that was, I don't know, it just felt like something clicked in her maybe. But I also know that when she would come to visit, she would isolate. And my thing was, okay, no, we're not isolating, or whatever. And she'd come up with an excuse to stay in her room. But she finally got over that. Like I said, she's 25 and she's alive, right? Now, there is a fellowship of suffering as well as the community suffers. So, Howard Thurman understood something profound. Pain tries to isolate us, doubt tries to isolate us. Fear tries to convince us that we are alone. But healing often begins the moment we discover, oh, it's not just me. It's not just me. Because that changes everything. That changes everything. The moment when someone says, I have struggled, I have questioned, I've been afraid, I've had moments when it wasn't what I believed. Suddenly that shame of it all just starts losing its grip on us. Do I have agreement in the room? Yeah. Okay. Now this is where community becomes sacred. Becomes sacred, not because we all agree, because we certainly don't. Not because we think alike, because we certainly do not. Not because we all have the right and perfect answers, because we don't. I know some of us don't believe that, and especially if you're in Sandy's family. But because we create space for honest humanity. I believe that one of the holiest, if I can use that word, things that a spiritual community can say is, you are allowed to bring your questions here. You are allowed to grow here. You are safe here. You're allowed to evolve here. Right? I say that usually when I remember to say it every week, that this is a safe place. And when there have been things going on, when we've had to step up that promise.
We are loved here.
That's for sure. I love that one. She says, we're loved here. Did you all hear that? Living spirituality is not frozen certainty. Living spiritually is openness, and it's together, and it's just greater revelation, hopefully. You know, I believe that what Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind, meant when he encouraged us to remain open at the top was just that, a greater revelation, a greater evolution. You know, I just learned in texting that TBH stands for to be honest. I know I'm the only one. So cute. I know, because I texted my cousin, younger cousin, and said, okay, what are you saying? What is TBH? Who's that? Whose initials are those? She's like, oh my gosh. So TBH, some of the deepest spiritual growth in my life did not come from certainty. I know that's a shock. It came from those moments when my old answers just weren't making sense, or they weren't working at all. I'm like, what? Does anybody know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, we do. Thank you. You know, those moments are like, they shake you a little bit, right? It's like I want to say it's a spiritual Formula One race, maybe. Those moments when you can't bypass anything. Grief, you can't bypass fear, you can't bypass disappointment. And yet somehow, the divine still meets you there. Divine, spirit, universe, God, whatever you call it. Not necessarily meets you with answers, but with that presence. With the people that just show up, with the connections that you make, no matter where you are. A restaurant you've never been to, someone sits beside you, and like, okay, where? It's like they knew you forever. Or they monopolize your entire visit there. Either one, it's all, you know, it's all fine, because it's still community, right? And that just may be the invitation today that I'm making, that you not necessarily have the answers, but they do show up. As Reverend Sandy was explaining to you how to do that, to listen, and not that someone's gonna, you know, say something out loud in words to you. I don't know. I think people try to give you medication when that happens. However, what your next feeling, your next thought is, or you get an idea, you know, that's certainly what she was talking about. You know, maybe faith is just not pretending that we just never doubt anything. Maybe faith is choosing connection while we move through whatever it is, while we move through that doubt. And maybe it's just saying, I don't have everything figured out yet, but I'm willing to stay in the conversation. You know, it's Reverend Sandy pointed out she's planning a youth camp. She was a drama teacher, and I'm knowing it's going to be fun, but I don't see the answers yet, but I'm willing to stay in the conversation. And we have conversations about it. That is our collective curiosity too. Because I am curious, because I think we can all stay curious. You know, I believe a collective curiosity may be one of the greatest spiritual tools we have right now, to remain curious. Because curious people continue to grow, curious communities keep evolving, curious souls, they remain teachable. They remain teachable. Anyone and everyone that shows up here today, I'm knowing that's the truth. And those that come online, I know that's the truth. So when we stop pretending that we know every darn thing and start practicing authenticity and create communities that real transformation can take place, real transformation can take place, can really happen, which I know they have. I've seen it here a lot, and it's so rewarding. That's my ego talking there. So this morning, I want us to just stop treating doubt like a failure. It's not a failure. Instead, let's just recognize it as an invitation to more honesty, to more compassion, to more connection, and dare I say, a deeper faith. Because what is named can be healed. What is shared can be transformed. And what we carry together just becomes so much lighter. It becomes so much lighter. So we can share all of our doubts and still grow. And so it is. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for reminding me that it's okay to doubt. And at least I have you to share it with. I'm going to say that this is an incredible song, written by and performed by Lauren Daigle. And today, by us.
My powerhouse Patty.
So, thank you, Rev. Thank you.
When the best of me's barely breathing, when I'm not somebody I believe in, hold on to me. Night is stolen when I'm slamming all the doors you've opened.
That's all right.
Hold on to me.
Thanks, hon.
Hold on to me. Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you.
Love you, Ira.
Hold on to me when I have reached the end. Hold on to me when I forget I need you. When I let go, hold me again. When I don't feel like I'm worth defending. When I'm tired of my pretending, hold on to me. When I start to break in desperation, underneath the weight of expectation, hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you. When I am sure I have reached the end. I need you. When I let go, hold me again. I could rest here in your arms forever, 'cause I know nobody loves me better. Hold on to me.
like to ask the ushers to please come forward. Uriah. All right, this is where's my book? Opportunity for giving, receiving, practicing circulation, all that good stuff. Hold on. You know, instead of the affirmation on the screen, even though I love that affirmation, I would love for you all to repeat after me as you hold your gift in your hand or in your mind, your own abundance. Okay, repeat after me. I'm sorry, I'm just a little. There's an infinite stream of abundance.
There's an infinite stream of abundance
Flowing through my life.
flowing through my life
And Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living.
and Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living.
Right here and right now.
Right here and right now.
Awesome, and so it is.
And so it is.
Yes. All right.
Oh, yes. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. I do believe that I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time, yeah. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Come on, what? Anything I want, it is mine. Come on. Perfect health, yes, it is mine. Joy and peace, oh, it is mine. Love, 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 it is mine. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine.
Oh my gosh, we're so close here.
I know.
Yes. Well, the announcements today are that Gary Alimo's hosting his spiritual living circle this Saturday at 10 a.m. from 10 to 12. And the cost is free. And then when you sign up, you get a 6-month subscription, digital subscription. So see the happenings table to sign up for that. Next week, we've got 2 really special things happening. We have our Heart of Peace service. And of course, it says, seize and peace the day and shift and drift in bliss. We also have a wonderful time that we're going to spend together eating. And there's a video that we need to see first, I think, on this one.
The Philippines has more flavors than it has islands, and that's saying a lot when there's over 7,000.
All Filipino food is a fusion of flavors. Take adobo, for example. So many different flavors involved to make that taste of comfort.
Because the only thing Pinoys love more than eating is making other people eat.
And I'm sure whatever we're putting in it, we're putting it all in one bite and making you eat it.
The amazing thing about adobo is there's no one recipe. You cook with your heart and eat with your mouth.
There's so many ways to wipe out in the Philippines, from serve to table.
Sometimes we just invent reasons to eat.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, merienda.
Pancit palabok for merienda.
Who's merienda?
As with any pancit dish, the noodles are for long life.
Long life but not long hair.
our food comes from an incredibly rich culinary history. It may not look it, but there's complex flavors at work here.
Sweet, salty, savory, rich, delicate.
Fish in my chocolate? Why not?
We love mixing it up. 15 flavors for the price of one. One of the country's greatest chefs is a giant dancing bee.
Jollibee! And he's serving up something good.
For Pinoys, half the fun is in savoring the smell of your food.
But all the fun is in eating it.
Oh, so you're one of those people that like pineapple on everything?
No, but with a burger, it's definitely okay.
Says who?
By far though, nothing is more Pinoy than chicken that's made with joy. We call it Chicken Joy. It's crispy-licious, juicy-licious, and we love dipping it in gravy.
I know this sounds crazy, but we also love sweet spaghetti with red hot dog.
Everyone's always invited to the party. There's Kuya Junjun, Tita Letlet, Tito Boy Boy, and Lola Girlie. No utensils? No problem. Over here we eat with our hands.
So come on over and join, because eat's more fun when you're part of it.
Asian American and Pacific Islander Month this year, our LVCSL community is going on a culinary journey to 7,107 islands of the Philippines. We've seen the flavors, the history, and the heart, and now it's time to taste it for yourself. You are cordially invited to join us for a special AAPI month luncheon at Mang Felix Kitchen Bar and Cafe. We're planning a curated 4-course exploration of Filipino cuisine for approximately $40 per person. Whether you're a fan of savory adobo or looking to try something entirely new, there is a seat at the table waiting for you. It is next Sunday at around 12:30 or after service. And the place is the 3528 South Maryland Parkway, which is at the Boulevard Mall, in front of the Boulevard Mall, Suite 100. And then space is limited, so it's a reserve just for us. So you need to scan the QR code, which I guess we're putting up there, yes? No?
It was.
Okay. It was already?
Yeah, it's up there.
Okay, well.
It'll be at the happenings table.
It'll be at the happiness table. Let's eat. I'm ready. I wish it was today.
I know.
I'm ready. Okay. All right, so that's next Sunday. The Healing Words Book Club is reading for May 5 Bullets, the story of Bernie Goetz, New York's explosive 80s, and the subway vigilante trial that divided the nation, by Elliot Williams, and the meeting is on May 27th, which is a Wednesday at 4 p.m. So see the happenings table to join the book club. And then on the last Sunday of the month, on the 31st, we're going to have a joint service at 10 a.m. with our guest speaker, Reverend Sarah Nichols. And she has a workshop directly following, and it's called How to Know What You Know. And that'll be $20, or you can just buy the book, and then you don't have to pay the $20. And this day includes what we're calling the Inspired Word Showcase, where we showcase different authors from here in our congregation, and we'll also have a book swap the same day until 2 p.m. So that's the last Sunday of the month. All right, let's see here. We do have flyers out on the table for our Inspired Choir is looking for more people to join. They need more inspired singers. So if you sing, they need more singers. And it's at 1:30 every Sunday at Karen Jones' house, her apartment. So there's flyers out on the table with her phone number and everything for anybody that would like to join. And let's see here. I was going to say now what Reverend Sandy mentioned was the Youth Creative Arts Workshop. She said July, but I think she meant June. I thought she meant June. I was going to say, I wasn't sure if this was wrong or what. So it's June 15th to the 25th, and it's for children 8 to 12 years old. It's a 2-week workshop, so it's going to be lots of fun, and it's just $150 for that 2 weeks. So please let everybody know there's flyers out there to pick up too. Our Love Supply and Pantry is, of course, ongoing. For those who are food insecure, please let them know that we have food here. And when you're shopping, just pick up a few, items that we can add to that pantry. And then, of course, for prayer support, just send your prayer request to 702-524-7096. And also visit our website. And then the bookstore, of course, is open today with gift items, all kinds of goodies over there. And then be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website at LVCSL.org. And let's have a fabulous day, everybody. And Debbie Bowers, you told me you had 5 gigs.
I do.
You got a lot to tell us.
And I am playing at the Tuscany on Wednesday this week, and that starts our Wednesdays forever. So please come join us on Wednesday. Thank you.
Wednesdays forever.
Awesome. Can I ask the Ministry of Prayer team to please surround the room? Thank you. Now, all these folks you see here, do not leave here with a heavy heart. Each one of them can pray with you, pray for you, or just have a little conversation. We also have a prayer box there. You can leave a prayer request, and the entire team will pray for you. They're not all here, but it's like 20 of them. Awesome. I went to get this last magazine. Our own beloved Aldo, practitioner Aldo, who will be hosting our Heart of Peace Sunday next week, has an article in there in May, in the May issue. You know what page it is on, Aldo? 66. I knew he would know what page it was. But if whoever does not get a subscription, I always have to think about that. I have a magazine for you if you would like. So the first person that asks me gets it. I'm going to ask Reverend Sandy to give us a closing prayer.
And know with me that there is only one. And that one power, that one light, that one love shines its light brightly through each of us. And I know that this week, as we go through a week, those times when we doubt something, we remember to stop and think, why is it that I'm doubting it? Is it something that I could share with another person? Because anything that's heavy on our heart benefits from shining light on it. I know that God loves you and I love you. Namaste.
All right, let's stand and sing our peace song.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, loved ones all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me.
Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it throughout my body.
I feel it throughout my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Have a great week, everyone.
Each and every moment, I remember who I am. I show up uniquely in the world in the way that only I can. I keep my thoughts clear, I create my own day. I know that there is power in every word I say.